All right, Stephen A. Smith is not happy with Shannon Sharpe's decision to leave his chair. Um, when he, chose to, lead the show, let Skip Bayless do the show. After Skip Bayless disrespected him a couple of days before that, after Skip Bayless made his comments about Damar Hamlin, uh, and he says that Shannon Sharpe absence at Skip Bayless tweet. He said that's your chair. So let's see what he got to say. But he didn't support it. He's somebody that worked with Skip Bayless, somebody that's been in the business for a long time, especially in that position. And now, quote unquote, he got his own show. I'm surprised as much as he tell the people that come on the show this is his show, and they bow down to him. That ain't naming Stephen A. Smith's first take. I'm surprised. That's got to be coming. But it says last Tuesday, Shannon Sharpe did not make an appearance on FS1's Undisputed. Many people thought he took a day off because Skip was frustrated with his debate partner Skip during an appearance on Draymond Green's podcast. ESPN Stephen A. Smith shared his thoughts on Shannon Sharpe's absence from Undisputed. Right? He said at first that Smith said that he was understanding the Sharpe situation. It must have been tough for former NFL player to watch Damar Hamlin go down. He said, I can only imagine the kind of position that he found himself in the light of Hamlin's injury, said Smith. And what are you doing here? Sympathizing with Damar Hamlin first so you don't sound insensitive, and then he gonna go in. That's kind of what they teach you in the call center. Is that, if you never notice, you'll be like, well, yeah, I got an issue paying my bill or my phone broke. It won't do that. Well, I'm sorry to hear that, and I'm here to help. All that is just sympathizing with you and then breaking the ice and then continuing on. Smith then said Shannon Sharpe should never give up his chair on Undisputed. That's because people are expecting him to be on the show Monday through Friday. Now, there's somebody who showed up late just a couple weeks ago. Let's not tend to forget this. He showed up late to his own show. He has sicknesses and all that. But he right. People do expect him to show up, but I'm pretty sure everybody understood the Hamlin tweet, and then everybody wanted him to go in and knock Skip Bayless' mouth in for what he said. I'm glad he didn't, as you can't get it, man. Because then people would have turned around and said, "Oh, he's emotional and he can't take it, and he's too emotional and he's too this and that." See, that's these dudes that claim to be alpha males, and a lot of them dudes that claim to have this red pill, blue pill, these channels. And as soon as a dude, get angry at his chick at the club or they arguing, they be like, well, he's getting emotional and I don't understand why he's so emotional. And at the end of the day, I always tell y'all, showing emotion is part of the DNA of a man. Whatever you want to call yourself, an alpha, a beta, a black man, a white man, that's part of it. We ain't robots now. And you can't just swallow those emotions in forever. And that's why you have pent up anger, and that's why dudes die fast. So don't read into that. But you have to harness your emotions and you have to control your emotions. And but yeah, if he would have gave people what they wanted and he would have left the show and left the benefits of the show and getting the money and the health package and his Skip Bayless walked away, people then everybody, the same people that said he should have did this, a large amount of people would have been saying them people would have said he was emotional. So just be mature. He a grown ass man. He handled it the right way. He said, "That's your chair. You don't give it up for nobody." Smith explained via awful announcing. He said, "That's yours. I don't give a damn if you were in the chair and had nothing to say and you just want to skip the talk. You don't miss sitting in that chair because there's an audience out there that expects to see you." But I understand them. Like every single NFL player present and former that I spoke to, Hart was in the right place going through a lot. So, a lot of people are gonna say, well, Stephen A. Smith show ain't got no he always hating on black people, but you know what? He been in that chair, and apparently he would have showed up in that chair. And he's saying that's what the fans expected, but a lot of fans co-sign him doing that, and I think a lot of fans, you know what I'm saying? I think a lot of fans co-sign him doing that, and I think a lot of fans support it. I think a lot of fans enjoy watching Skip Bayless sit there and do the show by herself. I really do. I really do. You know what I'm saying? I really do. And I think it wasn't bittersweet. It was all sweetness seeing him up there doing the show by himself. I think a lot of people enjoyed it. And him keep apologizing and apologizing. And there was a time and place for that tweet, honestly. And it wasn't the time and place for it. A half a week later, he could have said, yeah, what are we going to do about this situation? But guess what? Everybody got mad and everybody back watching the show. That's the reality of it. And that's what people know. Yeah, black people get mad for a minute, or people get mad for a minute. They'll be back. That's what the NFL did with the Kaepernick people. That's what people, that's what people do in boycotts. That's what they do. That's what they do. They be back. When you got a good enough product, they'll be back. We might have to repack it as something else, but they'll be back. And people know it. But that's his opinion. That's somebody that sat in the chair. I can't say I've ever done that before. You know what I'm saying? I can't say that I've ever done that before, and his opinion is valid, as valued. But at the same time, a lot of people gonna look at it. Stephen A. always got something to jump on the black people, but get the others a pass. It's gonna be a lot of people that say that. It's gonna be a lot of people that say that. And that's why you don't want to bring that racial aspect into the workplace. You just don't want to get into it. You really want to talk about sports and what happened on the field, in the octagon, in the ring, on the rink. That's why you don't really want to get into the woke culture. Because it's something that's one thing, if anybody, can warn you about, being an 18-year-old, 16-year-old, 19, 20-year-old going into the workforce, going into the plant, going into the office, one thing they're going to tell you is keep your religion and politics sacred unto yourself. But that's his opinion. But a lot of people, supported Shannon Sharpe not showing up to work and letting Skip Bayless do the show on his own. And one thing Stephen A. Smith can't sympathize with him on is being part of the brotherhood that we know as the National Football Association. That's what we can say. That's what we can say. That's what we can say. He cannot sympathize with him on being a former pro or being part of that fraternity or that brotherhood. He can't. He can't. So yeah, that's my opinion. Let me know what you girls and guys think. Thumbs up the video, share the video, subscribe to the channel. Next subscribe button is the bell icon button. Hit all notifications, increase your chance, get notifications. We go live or drop a video financially. Want to support the channel? Cash App $ CJ Good 313, Venmo CJ Good 313, PayPal link in the description. Check out the music and entertainment playlist for more videos like this. Let me know what you girls and guys think in the comment section. Hit the link tree. You can find me on Twitch, Twitter, Instagram, Spotify, Anchor, Cash App, Venmo, PayPal, Apple Podcasts, Google Podcasts, and a host of other platforms. Appreciate if y'all can follow me on some of those platforms, especially Instagram. Peace.